All right, guys. So today we are talking about understanding our emotions. Okay. So when we talk about emotions, what are those? So our emotions.
The way you feel, your feelings.
The way you feel, your feelings. Yes. Our emotions are the things that we feel, our feelings. So the essential question for today is, how can understanding and identifying my emotions help me better respond to situations? With that, when we understand our emotions, sometimes we can taper how we respond to things. We can adjust how we respond to things with our emotions. Sometimes, for example, if you're happy or excited about something, how might it show up in your
Smiling,
yes,
jumping,
smiling, jumping,
Dancing.
when you're happy? Yes, smiling, so people know that you're happy. There are signs, right? What about if you're sad? What does that look like? Like crying
Or
quiet,
quiet.
frowning,
looking down, your head down.
put your head down.
Lonely.
Yeah, lonely, so you might isolate yourself. What about if you're angry?
Mad.
What's that look like?
Fear.
What does it look like? You can tell if someone's mad, right?
Like
Is
their eyes.
Is that a word for it? Distraught.
That's like being sad.
Distraught is a
I
little
think that's
different.
down.
It's a little different, but we can talk about it. What does angry look like? We've seen it.
Not talking. People be like this.
Yeah. What about
Facial expression.
the facial expressions?
Eyebrows are down.
Eyebrows are
Fist
down.
balled up.
Fist balled up. They might be breathing real hard, right?
Legs probably moving.
Sometimes their face turns red, right? Sometimes you're mad enough. What else? Think about it. How do you respond if you're
I know they ain't just tell me to sign
sound
out.
like they say, "Hey, that's
So I'm signing out.
bye, Kaden.
Bye.
See you later."
Have a good weekend.
So
Goodbye, sir.
You too. Everybody
Think
have
about-
a good day for
think about when we understand our emotions, what that might look like. We talked about what it looks like if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're angry. And then think about sometimes how we might respond to, if we're angry, how we might respond to a situation. Think about a time that you might have felt angry. What were your actions when you felt angry? Don't say it out loud, just think about it for a second. When you were angry or mad about something, the last time you got angry or mad about something, how did that look? And how did it turn out for you? Because a lot of times when we're angry or mad, sometimes we act impulsively, right? And that usually is a positive or a negative thing. If we're angry and we act impulsively, bad, negative. We've probably seen it before. I know I've seen where someone's so mad, they punch a wall. This wall.
this wall.
Like, what do you think? Do you think that they thought it was a good idea after the fact?
No.
No. Why? Right. So do you think that that was an impulse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just something like
Yeah. So you just acted. You were angry
you're just
and
angry.
you feel it in your body and you want to express it, right? And so you don't think and you just act, and then there's a
The
negative.
quickest thoughts in your head.
Yes, and then there's a negative response that comes with that, right? So it's important for us to understand what we're feeling when we're feeling it, and then thinking about it before we act, because it can turn into something negative if we're unhappy or angry. What about if we're happy and we respond impulsively. Sometimes you might yell like, yeah, let's go.
Give them a big hug.
Yeah, you might hug, but it's more of a positive or negative. Yeah, when you're happy, you might have a more positive response when you react. Like if your favorite sports team or race car driver or whatever, if they win and you're happy about it, what do you see on TV when we see that people's teams have won?
They go and they jump.
Yeah, they're jumping.
Dog pile.
They jump on each other. They do all kinds of stuff. They tear down the goalposts.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know, there's a lot of things that happen, and then sometimes it gets so carried away, even though they're happy and it's a positive, it can turn into a negative because people sometimes lose their minds, right? And then we'll see somebody might have got arrested because they were doing something crazy, like on top of the building, ready to whatever.
It's not. Is it illegal to put pornography or goalpost?
I would assume.
I would say so.
I would think.
So
I remember they turned it down and they took it all the way to a river. And
I'm going to
threw
show
it in
you
there.
guys some different emotions. Happy. Somebody give me an example of when you felt happy.
When I just ate that.
Raise your hand, please. Trace.
When I got that pizza.
When you ate the pizza, you felt happy.
Yes. I still taste it in my mouth, so.
Mm-hmm.
Really happy. Really happy about that.
Good. Nervous. Someone tell me a time when they felt nervous. Zadie,
First day coming here.
your first day coming here. What did nervous feel like for you?
Shaking. I felt like I had to use the restroom.
Yeah. Your stomach felt funny?
Yes. Very funny.
Had butterflies?
I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to speak to.
Yeah. So that would be
Who's here?
a real reason to be nervous.
Who's here when you first got here?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Think about a time when you might have felt excited. Layton,
When we got my bike.
when you got your bike,
Ride that bike.
what did excited feel like for you or look like for you?
It's like, obviously I wanted to ride it the day I got it. So then I was hugging my dad and telling my parents thank you.
Yeah. That's a way that you show that you're excited. You might run and hug somebody. Sad.
Honoring.
You want to share something? Think about a time when you felt sad. What did that look like for you?
Crying.
Crying. Did you want to talk to anybody really? No. A lot of times we don't when we're sad. We talk to ourselves in our head though.
I do it out loud.
Yeah. Tired and sleepy. I know y'all know what that was like.
Sleepy. When I was here this morning,
This morning when you came to school. Yeah, you couldn't even say good morning, Miss Lee. You couldn't even get it out. You were like, good morning, Miss.
I was trying to figure you. I was trying to because Mr. Creech and Miss Shannon were standing at the door because that I don't know his name, but he was kept on walking through the metal sector, and there was just a whole lot going on. And I saw you at the table,
Jesus, tired of all.
and then I saw
Yes.
Miss Fowler standing up the hallway yelling at the other kids, and I was like,
Okay, later.
Right now.
Right now, you're tired and sleepy. You're almost there. Sometimes after you eat, you get sleepy. Grace.
Oh, yesterday, cause I wanted to sleep because my stomach, it hurt and made me tired.
Yeah. Sometimes we get tired just from, number one, if you're not active a lot,
Yeah.
you automatically feel tired. Or if you've overworked your brain, you might feel mentally tired, right? And then sleepy. Sometimes when you're tired, can you think that good? If you're like tired?
No, I just blank.
Yeah, Miss Mahogany calls me Miss a lot when she's tired.
It's,
Yeah, she calls me Miss These are a lot of things that can affect the way that we react or respond in situations. If we're tired, we might not be able to think clearly. What about if you're hurt? Think about a time you might have gotten hurt.
Sad.
How did it feel?
Oh,
Bad,
bad.
painful.
Yeah.
Falling off like.
They made me mad.
Yeah.
One time I was riding my bike and then I and we were riding around my grandparents' neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
and it was me and my dad and my two sisters and we were all racing around like this a circle. And then right there before I was about to like beat off, I stood up and I put my hands in the air. Like and I was standing up on the pedals and my hands in the air. And it started shaking and I fell down and I got hurt so bad.
And think about when you get hurt. Think about when you get hurt. What other emotions do you feel?
Anger,
You might feel angry.
sad.
You could get hurt and feel happy. I've seen people like I've been hurt
Sometimes
and
people
laughed
just
about it.
respond to things differently. Some
Yeah.
people cry when they get hurt because it's hurting, right?
Some people laugh. I
Some
laugh
people,
sometimes.
yeah, some people laugh.
I fall down
Like,
like
And then, I was at my friend's house. I was on his electric scooter, and I got distracted, and I hit a rut and fell.
should you hit a rat?
A rut.
And what happened?
I
You hurt yourself?
slid across the road. I had a hole in my chin. I was bruised up. I was bleeding.
Yeah.
A hole.
That didn't feel very good, did it?
A hole in my chin. That's what I said.
That doesn't feel good. And think about all the other emotions that you feel once you get hurt. All right, here's the funny emoji. Nervous or anxious? Think about a time, well, Zane told us when he was nervous about coming here, when he first started here.
some
What about a time you might have felt anxious about something like?
When I hit the fence with my dirt bike. I was nervous I'm gonna get in trouble.
You thought you were gonna get in trouble, so
Yeah, I did though.
that's good. They were probably just glad you were okay.
Yeah, I was trying to do it really.
dude, my
When I broke
I
my
guess-
phone, another one of your show.
Mm-hmm. You broke your phone, how? Because what?
I slammed it.
And why did you slam your phone?
I was really bad at the game.
You were mad at the game and you acted what? Impulsively. Negatively or positively?
Negative.
And what happened because of that?
My phone got broke.
Your phone was broken. And then probably you were mad at yourself because like, why did I do that? Why did I break my phone? And then your mom probably was not too happy with you.
Nope.
No, so you got to think, guys. You have to think before you respond or react to a situation
I got one.
with your emotions because they can either negatively impact you or positively impact you. But there will be
Negative.
a consequence for however you respond if you respond negatively, right?
Mhm.
All right, so with all the emotions that we just went through, nervous, anxious, hurt, tired, sleepy, sad, excited, nervous, happy, I want you guys to start thinking about all the different emotions and different experiences that you've had with the emotions. And we're going to look at an emotion wheel. Zane, will you take one and pass it around? Take one and pass it around. I made an example of the emotion wheel with different emotions listed on it. Just in case you can't think of any, I'm gonna put it here. I have happy, sad, tired, nervous, bored, angry, excited, scared, meh, and lonely. Everybody know what meh is? You don't feel happy, you don't feel sad, you just like, yeah, like, how are you doing today? Eh,
Nah, I'm on the-
like, I'm okay,
I'm
but
alright.
I'm not at the top, I'm not at the bottom, coasting in the middle, you know? You have some markers, crayons, colored pencils. So what I want you to do with this emotion wheel, fill it out with some different emotions. And then we are going to, you're going to think of some examples of when you may have felt any of these emotions. We're not going to share them all, but I do want you to share at least one from a time that you experienced one of those emotions. And you don't have to use what I have on this one, but those are just examples so that you could think of some things in case you can't think of a lot. But I do have some here: happy, nervous, excited, sad, tired, sleepy, hurt, nervous, anxious. So I'm gonna set a timer. Do you think 5 minutes will be sufficient for you guys to think of some things? Okay. We'll do 5 minutes of the timer.
Did I write the same thing down?
No, you can fill out one for each, even if you don't have a specific story for, you don't have to have a story for all of them, but pick at least two to write a time that you felt one of those emotions. Yes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do it on the back. Just put what the emotion is that you're talking about. Okay. I'll put a little music on. Maybe it'll help you think a little bit. Yes. Okay. And make sure you guys put your names on the paper. If you want to color it, you can. I need you, yeah, write down the time that you felt that. We have examples of how we feel all day long. Like, think about when it's time to go at the end of the day and everybody starts getting up out of their seats, walking around, trying to look out the blinds to see if your ride is coming up. Think about that. Do you know that's called being anxious? Did you guys know that? When it's close to time to go and we're saying, guys, have a seat. They will call you when your ride is here. We will tell you when the ride is here. You'll hear it. But everybody still stands up, walks around, goes to the window a million times. Then they see their ride out there. Then some people start jumping up and down, waiting by the door. That's called being anxious.
All right.
It's called being excited, ready to go. Some days you might not feel well. You feel sick. When you feel sick, do you feel like being bothered?
No.
No. Well, people will leave you alone because you don't feel well. These are all emotions, but it's how you respond. You gotta think about the negative or positive impact that your emotions have on yourself and other people. Did you write your two already, Jenny? Did you write your two? Yeah. Like two things, two emotions.
Right.
Broke. This is broke.
There's no color.